If you have ever tried to lose weight, whether successfully or unsuccessfully, you will agree with me that fad diets don't work. But still, we are bombarded with a new revolutionary diet and a corresponding unrealistic meal plan on daily basis. So much so that I once came across a book with nearly 1,000 diets arranged in an alphabetical order. Diet starting from letter X, anyone? You can use it to teach the sound of letter X to your toddler if you are struggling with this word xylophone. Well, jokes apart, but the truth is that all these diets are being pushed by the marketing funds or by the glamorous pictures, and we get attracted towards them thinking that this is the solution. Unfortunately, it's not. Most of the time, these fad diets contain unbalanced proportion of nutrients such that they create nutritional deficiencies and hormonal imbalances in our body. So today, I'm going to break apart the truth behind these fad diets and also look into what works, what doesn't work, and what can you do if you are feeling lost in the midst of these fad diets. Let's get started. So first, the truth behind the diets. I have picked up 3 dietary principles, and based on these dietary principles you can find multiple diets with fancy names, but if we try to understand the principles we can solve the problem, right? My engineer brain playing here. So let's get started with a high protein and low carb diet. Also known as Atkins diet and keto diet, it switches your body into ketosis mode, meaning you start burning fat as your main source of fuel rather than carbohydrates, and when that happens there is weight loss. Most of it is coming from water because you start losing excessive amount of water from your body, and along with it go your electrolytes or the minerals stored in your bones. That's why keto diet in the long term is really harmful for your bones, for your kidneys and for your liver. And it overloads your circulatory system, putting excessive pressure on your heart as well. High protein, low carb diet is really unsustainable because once you start taking unbalanced proportion of proteins, your body really starts to crave for the carbohydrates, and hence come your intense food cravings for the simple carbs and sugars, not to mention the signs of ketosis, which include severe mood swings, headaches, bad breath, constipation, muscle cramps and nausea. Now let's move on to the second dietary principle, which is calorie restriction. Well, the pros of calorie restriction may come if you have been overeating. So when you start giving much lesser calories than what your body needs according to its current setup and metabolic rate, then it switches into a starvation mode. Your basal metabolic rate goes down, and which means that you need lesser energy to carry out the same functions. At the same time, the vital functions of your body, such as your brain function, which consume a lot of energy, your immune function, your digestive function, they also start working less efficiently because your body tries to save energy. Calorie restriction basically backfires in short term and in the long term as well. So in the long term, it's kind of really a spiral going downward when you start switching to the desired calories for your body size. Then with low rate and high intake of calories, you again start accumulating pounds, and hence your lost weight comes back. Now let's move on to the third dietary principle, which is fasting. Now there are various variations of fasting. Some are termed as intermittent fasting, there's juice fasting, water fasting or whatnot. Now basically fasting is really beneficial when done right. But when done wrongly, fasting can really impair your body's ability to function. It can lead to premature aging, degeneration of your body tissues, nutritional deficiencies, and hormonal imbalances. Some of the examples of fasting done wrongly are extended periods of fasting when you are in poor health state or when your body needs nutrition, for example during pregnancy, during sickness, during menstruation or during childhood. Some others would be intermittent fasting but eating at wrong times or eating wrong foods. Now weight control is a life issue and it's a journey towards wellness. It's not a quick fix where you want temporary improvement which is followed by disappointment. So, as we saw, unbalanced diets can lead to severe deficiencies in the long term and health symptoms in the short term. Now, if you are feeling lost in the midst of all of this, then let me show you some light. The only thing that works is a real food taken in to nurture and fuel your body. This is what it was meant to be since we evolved to be the man and woman behind the machine. So, stop treating your body like a machine because it's not. It's real and full of life. Here are 4 tips for you to get started on your journey to weight loss and health. Number 1, get real. Start taking in wholesome and natural foods and get rid of all the artificial stuff and processed foods which are full of chemicals. Number 2, stop eating all the time. Give yourself a break and let your body do other things rather than digesting your food all the time. Also, do not go on extended fast. They can be really beneficial when done right, but extremely depleting for others. So eat timely meals. Number 3, consume balanced meal consisting of variety of ingredients involving grains, beans, vegetables, fruits, meats and dairy. Number 4, exercise daily. It will give your body balance, fresh breath and stimulation to carry on. Now, if you are looking for further directions, then I'm happy to share with you Ayurvedic Detox and Weight Loss Challenge, where we will take you through a step-by-step journey to systematically detox your body, get rid of excessive fat and toxins, correct your fat metabolism, and start healing and start losing weight for good. You can find the information in the description. That's it for now. Stay well, stay healthy. Take care. Bye.